Atlanta tomorrow for the Camping World Truck Series on FS1. Now, new schedule here, doubleheader, both support races tomorrow, the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series. Trucks at 4:30 tomorrow right here on FS1. So if you're coming to the track, that's a doubleheader ticket, and a good one.
Great one. This play, I love this track. I could watch anything race around this track. It's just so much fun. Big, fast, multiple grooves, a lot of back and forth because of the way these cars are driving, the tire wear. I just love it.
Everybody used to love coming to this track. I still do, don't get me wrong. Still love coming because you can see the whole racetrack. In the infield or in the grandstand, you can see the whole track.
Matt Kenseth going into turn 3. Pretty good there. He wasn't right on the yellow line, but he didn't slide up off of it like we've seen some others.
Solid looking.
30-12. That's about 6/10 off of his fastest lap at the start of the session.
Kyle Larson coming off of turn 4, completing his qualifying run in practice. 6.5. That's not bad. That's about a 10th from what he ran earlier. And you know what happens at this track? A lot of times when the track is clean, very fast. And we've seen where sometimes they'll go out and make their qualifying run, and even though they were in race trim earlier, they still will not go faster than they did on that first run. So if you're close to it, I think that's a pretty good sign.
Yeah, I'd say he went out and ran that 29.57. Larson at 42. Betty went back out on the same tires. Probably got a lap or, a lap coming to speed and a qualifying. I bet that's the same tires to see what he could run on the second lap. So they're going to have to run those things 3 times.
Jimmy Johnson jumps to 17th, and before he made this run, here's what they had to say.
Better. Gave up some time in 3 and 4 and missed a lot down there. Still a little too free. They're 1 and 2. The entry was better. Both ends. Positive, but not loose. Just waiting on a little too long, rolling the center of 1 and 2.
I love it when the drivers, I love when they break the turns down. Entry, not even all the way to the middle. Entry, early, middle, late middle, exit.
And Jimmy is the best at it. In fact, my son races Legends cars. He has learned from listening to Jimmy Johnson how to break a turn down for his crew chief. And I mean, that's the gold standard right there.
Well, a lot of times we don't get that kind of radio communication, but here, the timing is everything. So it's important on a long track lap like this, as they're cooling down, to get that information back to the team. So that was like gold right there, to be able to listen to one of the greats describe what was going on. And these are long corners, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah, Jeff, you have a mile of corners and a half mile of straightaways. These little straightaways are about a quarter mile long. The corners are half mile long.
Trevor Bang within 2/10 of his best run, and Danica Patrick keeps getting quicker. She is up to 22nd.
Well, she had a good Daytona. I mean, she was all until she got caught up.
Well, I love that segment on NASCAR Race Hub, Radioactive, where they play the best scanner traffic during the race, and you can just hear it in her voice. We had such a fast car.
Yeah, she did.
She got knocked out.
Yeah, she had a great car. Both segments, or both stages of the race, she was very, very good. 4th and 1 and 10th the other.
A great start to Speed Weeks for that 4th place finish in the Clash.
Yep. Casey Kane, 8th fastest with a 29.73. And this is a 29.93. Martin Truex best lap is a 30.09, 184 miles per hour, and that was his first lap of practice.
I thought Martin was going to have a good finish in the 500. I had a shot at actually winning it, and I guess he was one of the guys that ran out of gas. But he was sitting there with fender damage, quite a bit of damage to the car, running behind Chase Elliott. That was one of the things I thought Chase just bothered Chase. Everybody realized he's got damage, the 78's got damage, the 41's got damage. Just think those cars were, I don't think Chase thought anybody could pass him.
Truex jumps to 7th on the speed chart with a 29.69.
Yeah, very few laps out of Martin Truex Jr. and his teammate Eric Jones. It looks to me like they're pretty much just focusing on qualifying.
I like that. Sunny D.
Ricky Stenhouse is third fastest behind Jamie McMurray and Matt Kenseth.